Tramming is a technique of using a quick draw attached to our harness and to the belayer's line of rope so that we can stay close to the wall when we are being lowered and are removing our other draws. When can it be dangerous? Hello again, I'm Jason. We've completed our sport climb.
Okay, take.
And now we are lowering down. Using another draw, we are tramming to keep ourselves close to the wall as we remove the other quick draws on descent. But here we're inside and doing some tramming over a safe padded floor because we may have a problem, and that problem stems from this simple right triangle. For those of you that remember your geometry, you know that for a triangle with a 90-degree angle, the Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, tells us, among many other things, that the length of the hypotenuse, side C, the side that doesn't have any end forming the right angle, is always longer than either of the other two sides. So let's put our route on an overhang. And now let's insert our right triangle where the vertical side goes up to the anchor. The hypotenuse is roughly the belayer's line clipped to the wall by the lead, and the horizontal side is, well, the ground. We come to the last bolt. We might see two obvious options. The first is that we unclip the last bolt, which will leave our force pulling out on the belay strand, but now without the force of the mountain keeping us pulled to the wall. The result is that we pull against the belayer, driving both of us outward. Or we could unclip our tram, in which case we alone swing outward. Back to our triangle. We are traveling the length of the hypotenuse, but depending upon how steep the overhang is, with steeper being worse, we could have a length of rope that is long enough for us to reach the ground. So, a few other options to consider if we don't have permanent draws, which might be the safest option on truly overhanging routes. We could anchor the belayer to the wall in line with the pull they will feel when we unclip the last route bolt, keeping the belayer more in place, thus keeping our hypotenuse more in place. We could leave the last draw in place. In this case, using one of the draws that we have cleaned from the route, we could add a second tram below the last placement, then undo our original tram that is above the last placement. This, again, will keep us on our hypotenuse. Then we might need a stick clip or something to get that last draw. Another option would be to just leave the draws while we are on descent, and once we're on the ground, tie into the other end, that was the belayer's end of the rope, and then reascend and clean on the way up, being held close to the wall from the placements that are above us. So with a few better options in our back pocket, let's talk about another version of the same problem. Instead of an overhang, we have a traverse. So let's turn that triangle sideways. You can see we have the same issue if we are traveling the hypotenuse of the belayer's rope, but now swing sideways. So the same mitigation tactics could be applied. Speaking of sport climbs and risk mitigations, do you use a stick clip? Tell us which one, or maybe why not, in the comments. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and share if you want to support us. For more information, you can go to our website at www.shortguysbetaworks.com. We've got another video you can check out about the unique dangers of traverses, this time when using plaquette-style belay devices, or you can check out our entire rock climbing safety series. We'll see you next week and keep on getting more out of that big outside.